Hi, friends. My name is Suzanne Alexandria, and this is a quick little video about energy and specifically your energy and the energy of the source, the divine, the light that is your innate power source, really, life force. We call this Reiki, we call it Chi, we call it prana, lots of things. And it's ultimately, it's you, and it's what runs your engine. It's what runs your body. It's what keeps you living and breathing on this planet. And I am an energy healer and a teacher of Reiki and an intuitive. I do intuitive readings. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about the energy that we're in this week and next week. And we have been, because there's a powerful solar eclipse occurring this Friday. Right now it's April 27th. And so that's going to be on the 30th, Friday. And you may want to tune into it, because when there's big celestial events out there, like, a couple of years ago, we had a humongous solar eclipse, and we have lunar eclipses. They happen all the time. It's not new. But what I like to say is that it can be to your great advantage to pay attention and to allow it to do its thing, because what is happening, just like in your horoscope, just like in your chart, your birth chart, there are certain things that you want to be up to, you want to accomplish, you want to do in your life. And these kind of events can either hold you back or they can propel you. And I dare say I want to be propelled by these kind of events. I've been held back plenty in my life, and I've held myself back plenty. And I want to, take advantage and be the best person I can be, and be as energized and energetic as I can be. And one of the tricks is to be in alignment with what's going on in here and out there in the universe and up there. So that is my why. That's why I teach energy and Reiki, because what I've learned is that energy is everything. And when you can change your energy, you can change your life. And it can often just be done with a subtle change, or sometimes you need to move some mountains, like I have, to get to that place of centered oneness, wholeness, completion. And the more you focus on that, the more you be that, the more you do it, the more you're in that. And I want to live in a world where more and more of us are in that kind of alignment, because that's really the sweet spot, if you ask me. And it's not always easy to get there or stay there, but it does. It's pretty amazing when you are there. So I have a number of live events on Zoom. I teach Reiki classes on Zoom as well as in my office in Denver. And I have events from time to time that are coinciding with these celestial events or holidays, or just, when I feel inspired to bring a group together. So if you want to be part of any of that or learn more, in my link tree in my bio, you'll see links to classes. You might want to get on my email list, and you might want to join my daily email, Life is Short Shorts, because I do guided messages sent daily right to your inbox that are also packed with good energy, because they're channeled. So that's available in Linktree, or you can find all this at SuzanneAlexandria.com. But I wanted just to bring, what I'm going to do is draw a card and talk about this solar eclipse for just a few minutes. And of course, this card is so appropriate. I've just picked it. So just to describe, a solar eclipse is when the moon comes before this, in front of the sun, and it blocks it for a time. And with eclipses, what they're doing with the array of light and darkness darkness that the moon and the sun are constantly in motion creating, is it's almost like it creates imagine two different lenses, one that is shadow, that is light. And, in this case, the moon comes and eclipses the sun, and it blocks the light for a time. And the eclipse has been happening for something like over a week prior to this eclipse and after this eclipse. So we're in the window of it. And so it's working even right now, which we're prime in the middle of the juju. And so there's an invitation to take a moment as you watch, if this strikes you, and say, how would I like this eclipse to guide me right now? And is there something I want to see in order to bring my light even brighter? So as the shadow comes closer to the sun, the moon is shadowing and creating darkness, what can I see in that place of the dark that is my shadow? And how can I come out of this time so that I'm clear of that, or I have a new understanding or a new knowing? That's the opportunity. That's one of the many opportunities of such an event. And we can do that any day, anytime, but it's pretty powerful to do it in this time. It's like it just creates an opening, like your sunroof is open, a lot of breeze comes in if you want that, and it's easy, or your sunroof is closed and it's harder to get a breeze. Essentially, that's one way to think about it. So what do you want or need it to do? And frankly, if you're not sure, maybe you say a little prayer and say, oh, this sounds good, what Suzanne's saying. Yeah, angels or God or heaven above or higher self or heart, I say yes to that pivotal shift that this time brings, and show me intuitively what that is for me, if it's useful for me to know. And I dare say it would be useful for you to know. So it would be very useful to do this in a meditation time, light a candle, set yourself some time, 20 or 30 minutes, maybe even get a journal out and say, what is it that this eclipse can help me see in my own shadow? Something that I probably don't want there anymore. Like, let's dust it out of there. And what can the light bring to fill that place? Maybe it's in your heart. Maybe it's in your brain, your monkey mind, or stinking thinking, or maybe it's a relationship. Let's get it on out of there, right? I mean, that's basically the crux of my work with my clients who I coach. Like, let's get out the old energy and bring in the new. And I like to say, out with the old, in with the gold. Let's bring in some pure gold. So let's use this solar eclipse for that. So this card, of course, it's so appropriate. I hope it's visible. It's the 9 of Swords card. And you can see there's a woman who it looks like she's in quite a lot of pain internally. She's kneeling and perhaps crying, but she looks like she has angel wings on, but they're very heavy and burdened, just like yours might be. And there's a bunch of swords pointing both directions. And behind her, there's this huge web. And this is often a state that we find ourselves in, where we cannot see the light for all the dark, for all the swords, all the daggers headed our way, all the people confronting us, or situations or thoughts. Very often those swords are our own inner thoughts. Sound familiar? Yeah, like self-deprecating thoughts. So she's here masking her true senses. She can't see what she can't see. She certainly can't see the light. And if you find yourself in this kind of place, that could be being offered as a gift by this solar eclipse. It might actually be a gift that you're forced into this kind of sense of, oh my gosh, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? But I would encourage you, if you're in that place, to say a prayer, to ask for the light to restore your knowing, and to ask that you see clearly, what are the swords? Why do I feel this way? Is the sword me, my own thinking, or is it actually somebody? What's going on here? And the power of asking a question like that is everything. When you ask and you're willing to ask, you're going to get an answer. You're going to get an answer. And it might astonish you. It might astonish you, and for lots of reasons. Maybe the answer is so simple or not. But that's a little gift of how to shift your energy, your light at this time on the planet. And I wish you a beautiful eclipse week, a beautiful Wednesday. And, if you seek assistance in digging into those kinds of things that keep you stuck, say, let's just call it your swords, then reach out to me, because I coach people. I coach very successful, amazing, professional people who are leaders, who are creatives, who are doing things at all stages. I coach kids and teenagers, nurses. I teach nurses right now Reiki with an amazing program called Life Spark at the Anschutz campus of UC Health. So if you're seeking some further assistance other than the eclipse there that we got going on, then reach out to me by instant messenger, and let's set up a chat or a call and talk about my coaching program. I have a program, or I offer packages. So if you're ready for a deep dive, let me know, and stay tuned here, because I'll be doing more with Reiki and cards and angels as called. I love requests too. So take good care. Find my links in Linktree, and I will see you on the next recording or live. Love you.